Hello, fellow Americans. This is Mr. Steffler, and I'm here to talk about an upcoming quiz in social studies class having to do with a few items. The quiz is going to have three parts. The first part is going to be about the battles of the American Revolution. There's going to be 9 questions on this portion of the quiz, and it's going to talk about 3 different battles. It's going to talk about the Battle of Trenton. It's going to talk about the Battle of Saratoga. And it's going to talk about the Battle of Yorktown. The cool thing about these 3 battles is they're all very unique and very different, and they happened in different places at different times in the year. And this is pretty much a content-driven quiz, just whether you can learn the information from your notes and transfer that information to a test. Like, that's what I'm trying to see right now, is if you can put forth that effort to learn your information and then put it on the test. So this is a skill that we got to use. So right off the bat, let's start with the Battle of Trenton. The Battle of Trenton happens in 1776 when George Washington is very desperate. George Washington uses boats like this one here, and he crosses the Delaware River, and he attacks the Hessian mercenaries at a town called Trenton and gets about 600 captives. The Battle of Trenton happens. One of the special things about it is Washington shows what a savage he is because he goes and attacks on Christmas when the Hessian mercenaries would least expect it. The next battle I want to talk about is the Battle of Saratoga. The Battle of Saratoga happens in upstate New York. That's like up north in Michigan, upstate in New York. And it happens when the British try to take control of the Hudson River, and the Americans arrive, and we fight them in a big battle, and we finally win a big battle, proving to the French that we might actually win this war. And so the Battle of Saratoga is very important because it's known as a turning point. Because before we were losing, and then we won this battle, and now the French are going to help us, and now we're winning. And this battle happened in October of 1777, so this was a battle that happened in the fall near Halloween. And then the third battle that I want to talk about is probably the most famous battle of the American Revolution, the Battle of Yorktown, which basically was a siege. It happened on the coast of Virginia. And as you know, George Washington and his French allies trapped the British at Yorktown, and the British were waiting for the Navy to come and pick them up. And, you know, the old story, the French Navy arrived first and helped trap the British, and this was the last major battle of the American Revolution. So this happened in Virginia in October of 1881. So one thing that you can say about Saratoga and Yorktown is they both were located, or they both happened in October. One in 1777, the other in 1781. Okay, other items that I'm going to quiz you about is I'm going to quiz you about Thomas Paine's pamphlet called The Crisis. These are the times that try men's souls. The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot in this crisis will shrink from the service of their country. This was a pep talk written by Thomas Paine. It was to persuade people to keep fighting. He calls the summer soldiers and the sunshine patriots, he says that they're quitters, that they're quitting when the nation needs them most, when it's cold and when they're hungry. So there's going to be some questions about, this pamphlet called The Crisis by Thomas Paine. You can find information in that chapter that I posted. Also, there is going to be a map, and the map is on page 99 in that chapter I posted about the American Revolution. It's about the Battle of Yorktown, and you need to know how to use a map scale. You need to know that the countries involved were the United States, France, and Britain. You need to know that the Battle of Yorktown takes place in Virginia, not New York. And you need to know that the outcome of this battle is that Cornwallis and the British surrendered, and the Americans won this war. So you should be studying this map located on page 99. You should be studying the pamphlet of The Crisis by Thomas Paine. and you should be studying those battles that I listed in your notes. So good luck. Make sure that you study for at least a half hour, 45 minutes. God bless you, and God bless America.